Denzel, Macbeth, loved it. I love the part where it said, King Lear don't got nothing on me. Y'all gotta see it, it's really good. You know who's got the hardest job tonight? Javier Bardem and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win. He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Take my name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth!
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay. So we are here to give a documentary out, to give an Oscar out for Best Documentary. Now, the beauty of documentaries, because they make you, when you watch one, you feel smart. Like you watched them, like you read a book or something. But all you really did was get high and watch Netflix. So here we go.
Less than 24 hours after one of the most shocking moments in Oscar history, Will Smith apologizes to Cris Rock. But here's the question, is it enough? Welcome to Entertainment Tonight. Nichelle Turner is off today. The aftershocks of the slap still being felt all over Hollywood, but it's clear the comedy world, they're overwhelmingly Team Rock.
I was sickened by the standing ovation. I felt like Hollywood is just spineless, en masse.
No one lifted a finger. Spider-Man was there. Aquaman was there. Catwoman, all sitting on their hands.
That is the worst thing Will Smith has ever done. Wait, I forgot about Wild Wild West.
Even Kanye was like, you went on stage and did what in an award show?
We don't talk about Jada, no.
I'd have announced this morning that I was suing Will for $200 million because that video is going to be there forever. It's going to be ubiquitous.
What's been happening behind closed doors at the Smith family compound? A source tells ET Will does not regret sticking up for Jada, but he does have remorse for how he went about it. He acted out of impulse. Jada, meanwhile, was hurt by Chris's remark, making fun of her appearance. This morning, she called for healing on Instagram. And just last week, in a TikTok video captioned, "Be proud of your crown," she said she fully embraced her beautiful bald look.
I don't give two craps what people feel about this bald head of mine, because guess what? I love it.
Publicly, Will apologized to Cris for the onstage slap. In a statement, the Oscar winner said he was out of line, wrong, and embarrassed. But despite Will's mea culpa, a source tells ET that Cris and Will have not patched things up. Also weighing in, Will's mom, who told the ABC affiliate in Philadelphia she was surprised.
That's the first time I've ever seen him go off. The first time in his lifetime.
This morning, Will's daughter Willow wrote, "You know who's going through a lot right now? Literally everyone." Richard Williams, the father of Venus and Serena Williams, who Will portrayed in King Richard, said, quote, "We don't condone anyone hitting anyone else unless it's in self-defense." Today, we're also learning more about the chaos that unfolded behind the scenes.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth!
A source tells ET having Will removed was definitely discussed seriously.
The reason people got up and went over to him is because I think a lot of people thought, oh my God, is he having a break? Do we need to get him out? What do we need to do?
We're also told people were checking that Cris Rock was okay and to see if Cris even wanted to press charges.
I like that they go, well, Cris Rock didn't press any charges. Why does Cris Rock have to press charges?
So what's next for Will? Well, we could learn that tomorrow when the Academy, including Whoopi Goldberg, who's on the board of governors, meets to discuss his fate.
There are consequences.
Yeah.
There are big consequences.
There has to be.
E.T. has spoken with 3 Academy members. They told us they would not vote to take Will's Oscar away. Experts point out the Academy has not revoked Oscar wins for even the most disgraced winners, like Harvey Weinstein and Roman Polanski. Now to the timeline leading up to the Oscar slap. Will and Cris go way back and first worked together nearly 30 years ago.
Now, which one of you handsome men is Big Willie?
In 1995, Cris was a guest star on The Fresh Prince, playing Will's blind date, Jasmine.
I hear they have nude beaches.
In 1999, Cris and Will reunited at the premiere of The Matrix.
A lot of action. Can you fight?
I can fight in the movies very well. Out here in the street, no.
Who could kick whose butt?
Everybody thinks he's apple pie. Do not get it twisted, all right? No.
I just try to make sure my honey's taken care of.
Hi, officer.
6 years later, in 2005, Jada and Cris were the ones cast together in Madagascar.
Let's not talk about that.
Ooh, okay, Cris. All right now.
The two appeared to be on good terms while doing press and even presented Will with a Kids' Choice Award.
Nothing but love, y'all.
Then came 2016, when then-host Cris skewered Jada for boycotting the Oscars.
Jada says she's not coming, protesting. I'm like, is she on a TV show? It's also not fair that Will was paid $20 million for Wild Wild West, okay?
Any thoughts on that? On Cris Rock?
Hey, look, that comes with the territory, but we got to keep it moving.
And throughout it all, Will and Jada always had each other's backs.
Jada and I have, we weathered some storms.
We have found so much happiness in our union in a way that's very different than most.
No doubt, their 24-year marriage is unconventional. Jada calls Will her life partner, not husband. They have also faced rumors of having an open marriage.
But you're getting divorced again.
Am I? And I don't have a ring on? Oh, it must be true.
Basically, like, oh, well, he has an open relationship.
That's not exactly it. The pact that we have made to one another is that I will deliver myself to her happy, and she will deliver herself to me happy.
In 2020, Jada did admit to a years-long extramarital relationship with R&B singer August Alsina.
As time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement with August.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship?
Yes, it was a relationship, absolutely.
While it remains to be seen how the Oscar assault will affect Will's career, prices for Chris's Ego Death World Tour have surged from around $46 to more than $400 per ticket. The comedy tour kicks off tomorrow in Boston.
What question?
You ready for pressure? Let's work. Let's go. Pressure, go.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out where I should go, Snoop.
Go.
I'm just trying to pressure.
Go.
Okay. Snoop, you were out and about last night. Looked like you had a really good time. Did you enjoy yourself? What was the highlight of last night? And tell me about your Instagram post.
I went to Guy O'Seri's house. He had an Oscar party that he normally throws after the Oscars, and there's so many celebrities there. I met so many people that I dreamed of meeting, and actors and actresses, and took pictures with people, and it was a fun night. It was a great night. I got a chance to just be a fan.
Like who? Who is Snoop a fan of?
I seen Katie Holmes. I seen Robert De Niro. I seen, you know what I'm saying? So it was people that I seen, and I was like, I seen them in movies before, and I was able to like actually tell them how much I appreciate their art and how great of actors and actresses they were, and to be able to take a picture with them. I mean, it's cool to be the fan sometimes instead of being the star.
I could not agree with you more. Can I ask you about this? You did post about the incident that happened last night on your social media. Did you think it was staged when you posted that?
Sort of, kind of, but I never know. Still don't know.
Still don't know. Okay, let me ask you about the performances. Who stood out to you tonight with the performances?
The Native American girl.
Is that the R&B song? Like the R&B one?
It was the one. What was it?
Oh, Chloe.
Hot.
I was sickened. I was sickened by the standing ovation. I felt like Hollywood is just spineless, en masse. And it really felt like, oh, this is a really clear indication that we're not the cool club anymore.
Jim Carrey weighing in on Will Smith's Oscar controversy during a new interview with Gayle King for CBS Mornings.
They asked Cris, do you want to file charges? And Cris apparently said no, he did not.
He doesn't want the hassle. I'd have announced this morning that I was suing Will for $200 million because that video is going to be there forever. It's going to be ubiquitous.
Jim Carrey was on hand promoting his new movie, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, but yeah, he made it clear how he felt about Will Smith's actions on Sunday night.
You do not have the right to walk up on stage and smack somebody in the face because they said words.
Since Sunday night, the Academy has launched a formal review into Smith's actions on stage, and Will has since issued a statement apologizing to Cris Rock, saying in part, quote, "I would like to publicly apologize to you, Cris. I was out of line and I was wrong. I was embarrassed and my actions were not indicative of the man I want to be. There is no place for violence in a world of love and kindness." On Sunday, Extra spoke to many stars who also weighed in on Will's behavior.
You watched the show. I'm sure you saw the moment everyone is talking about between Cris and Will. Your thoughts?
I don't condone violence. I just don't see any reason for it. You know, I do know that if you're going to have any comedian and the rest of the show, everyone was being ridiculed in some way.
Right.
The only difference was, I think if you're a celebrity and you're in there, you know that's going to happen.
Sure.
Maybe, you know, this was his wife, so it was different.
Right.
But I'm not sure you run up and punch someone in the face.
If you remember, Cris hosted the Oscars,
Yes.
and brilliantly. I mean, I just remember it was just kind of like better than anyone.
Yeah.
And Cris is a genius comic that has been doing it for many, many decades. And the premise being that these indeed are jokes.
Do you think as a comedian, though, you should ever worry about needing to be censored?
You know, I think anytime, you know, Cris is one of those comics that he and Chappelle are the GOATs. And they're like the youngest, oldest comics in the world. They've been doing it since they were kids. And I think, you know, the contract you set up with the audience is that these are indeed jokes and we have to embrace our freedom of speech.
You like jaw on the floor?
First of all, do you know like that joke that Cris did? I remember when that movie came out, and that was a way to insult a woman, her sexuality, her physique. It was a way to call a woman a homosexual, basically. And she's sitting right next to her. It was like that. I remember that in school. That they would do that to people. You know, it's kind of messed up.